Greetings, beautiful boys and girls, and welcome to Learning with Avant-Garde Books. I'm Sheree Hardy, and I'm so glad that you're deciding to learn with us. Today, we're going to explore the animals that live in the oceans, in the sea. If you were a mermaid, what would you see in the ocean? Let's find out. What I want you to do is get in a very comfortable place, boys and girls. Get relaxed. Listen, watch, and learn about the beautiful sea animals that live in the oceans. Beautiful boys and girls, if you were a mermaid, you would definitely see an angelfish. These are bright colored fish of coral reefs. They come in many different colors. Angelfish, angelfish. You might see a beluga whale if you were a mermaid. A beluga whale is one of the smallest species of whale. Their distinctive color and prominent foreheads make them easily identifiable. Beluga whale, beluga whale. Do you see this little blue fellow on the screen? That's a blue crab. Some people eat those, and when you cook them, they turn red. But a blue crab is a delicacy on the eastern coast of the United States. Blue crab, blue crab. The cute fish on the screen is a common clownfish. Look how beautiful he is. Say hello. Hello, clownfish. He just said hello too. Clownfish. Boys and girls, coral is very important to a mermaid. A coral is a polyp, mostly tropical, mostly living in huge colonies along with photosynthesizing microorganisms. When we say microorganisms, we mean that they are very, very tiny. In fact, you would need a special machine called a microscope to see them. Coral, coral. They come in many different colors, many different shapes and sizes, all in different oceans around the world. Coral. Boys and girls, you would definitely see dolphins if you were to go in the sea. A dolphin is very intelligent, is vocal, they make lots of sounds, and they're social. They're sea mammals as well. Dolphin, dolphin. Look at him looking at that scuba diver. That could be you one day. Would you like to go scuba diving and see a dolphin? I would like to go. Wow, boys and girls, you already learned about blue crabs, and there are so many different types of crabs. But here's another type of crab that a mermaid would see, a Dungeness crab. It's a large prize edible crab from the western coast of North America. Dungeness crab. See if you can say that word. Dungeness crab. Ooh, what do you see behind those shadows? I see an eel. That's an eel. It's a long-bodied fish, mostly living in shallow waters. Eel. Eel. Let's keep learning, boys and girls. Now, if we were mermaids and we were going into the ocean, we would definitely see fish, and sometimes we use the term fishes when we're referring to different species. And do you know that there are over 33,000 species of fish in the world? And they're divided into cartilaginous fishes. That means that they have maybe bones inside of them. They have something resembling cartilage. bony fishes, and jawless fishes. Wow. New species are being discovered all the time. So boys and girls, let's keep learning. But you can see there are different kinds of fish, like cod, that's a kind of fish, groupie, haddock. These are all herring. These are grouper, flounder, the flying fish. There's so many different types of fish. 33,000 species in the world. Let's say this word together. Fish, fish, fishes. All of these wonderful fish, beautiful fish in the ocean. Let's keep learning. Boys and girls, here's just one kind of fish that you will see in the ocean or the sea. A flounder. Let's say that word together. Flounder. A flounder is a flatfish camouflaged to match the ocean bottom with both its eyes located on one side. Wow, that's a different kind of fish. Flounder. Say that with me. Flounder. Well, boys and girls, if you see this great white shark, we got to make sure that you are safe and where it can't get to you, because they are large, aggressive, and they have a white belly and a gray back. We want to see them, but not quite in the ocean because they would hurt us. But anyway, they're beautiful to look at when you see them at an aquarium or somewhere where it's safe. Boys and girls, let's say this together. Great white shark. Here's another large fish that you will see in the ocean, a humpback whale. A majestic looking black and white whale with long, wide pectoral fins. That's a humpback whale, boys and girls. And they can be very, very big. So we want to look at them from a safe distance. Humpback whale. And there's jellyfish. There's going to be lots and lots of jellyfish in the ocean, different kinds of jellyfish. I have seen them, quite a few up close and personal. Fortunately, that one was not poisonous. Jellyfish, among the world's most ancient multi-celled animals, with a soft jelly-like bell and tentacles. Jellyfish. They are beautiful to look at. Some of them are not poisonous, but some of them are so poisonous that they could kill you. Their tentacles, even when they're out of the ocean, can sting you. So be careful. I know about that one. Jellyfish. Here's another little interesting creature in the ocean, boys and girls. It's called krill. Say that with me, krill. Tiny, shrimp-like crustaceans, very numerous in all oceans, important food for other creatures. Krill, they're very important for other sea life. That's their food, and we all need food in order to grow and to be alive. Krill. Do you know what we call the sea animal that is on the screen in the middle of the picture? It's called a lobster. A lobster. Some people eat those. It's a large crustacean with a muscular tail and 2 large claws. Lobster. Lobster. Boys and girls, look at the animal there. It's my favorite sea animal. It's called a manatee or sea cow. It's a large herbivorous sea mammal related to the dugong with rounded flippers. In Florida, where I was born and raised, they are protected. They're so beautiful and so friendly. Manatee. Manatee. Wow, boys and girls, here's another interesting sea animal that I have also seen up close and personal. It's a manta ray. It's a very large ray, a filter feeder of open oceans. This manta ray. Manta ray is saying hey. Boys and girls, here are some more sea animals called mussels, and they look like they have shells, and they do. A two-shelled mollusk. Most attach themselves to shoreline rocks with tough threads, and you will see those all over Florida, and a lot of people eat those mussels. Boys and girls, here's another very intelligent sea animal. It's called an octopus. Can you say that with me? Octopus. And usually it's referred to octopus because octo means 8. A color-changing mollusk with 8 suction cup-bearing tentacles. The most intelligent invertebrate. Wow, the most intelligent. Octopus, very fascinating sea animals, and you can learn more and do some research and learn more and see more videos of these beautiful animals in the ocean, boys and girls. Let's continue learning. Boys and girls, there in the picture is an orca. Orca, say that with me, orca. Now, the other name for orca is killer whale. It's a toothed predatory black and white whale, orca. Boys and girls, do you see this little fella? It's called an otter. It's a sea otter. It's a furry marine mammal of the North Pacific that eats sea urchins, mollusks, crustaceans, and fish. Otter. Look at that otter. Boys and girls, here's another sea animal that a lot of people eat. It's called an oyster. Oyster, can you say that? Oyster. It's a two-shelled mollusk eaten as a delicacy around the world. And inside the oyster, sometimes you can find a pearl. What happens is that whenever the oyster is distressed, it starts producing something that eventually makes a pearl. And some people take those pearls out and they make jewelry with the pearls. Let's say this together, boys and girls. Oysters. Wow, boys and girls, you might have seen these beautiful birds somewhere. It's called a penguin. Say this with me, penguin. A penguin is any of various short-legged seabirds of the southern hemisphere that cannot fly and have wings functioning as flippers and used in swimming. Wow, well, boys and girls, they have flippers instead of wings, even though they're birds. They do not fly, but they use those flippers so that they can swim in the sea. Boys and girls, these small little sea animals might be small, but they're mighty. They're called plankton, and they're very important. They're tiny marine organisms of all kinds, animals, plants, bacteria, algae, protists, that play a major role in the world's food chains and chemical cycles. Those little babies are so important to us to help us have food and have so much more. Plankton, and we must protect them. Plankton, by keeping our oceans clean. Plankton. Boys and girls, now this is a very interesting looking sea animal, and I've seen these too, and they come in many different colors as well. And what are they? They are seahorses. And what is a seahorse? A seahorse is a small, upright, swimming fish. It really is a fish with a horse-like head. And again, boys and girls, I want to encourage you to do some research and to learn more about the beautiful animals that live in our oceans around the world. Aw, he is so cute. That is Sammy the seal. Let's say this word together, boys and girls. Seal. Seal. What is a seal? Any of numerous marine mammals that live mostly in cold regions, feed especially on fish, mate and give birth to young on land, and use short webbed flippers to swim and dive. Boys and girls, that is a seal. He's so cute. Wave to the seal. Hi, seal. Beautiful children, here's another very interesting looking sea animal. It's called a squid. Can you say that word with me? Squid. What is a squid? Any of numerous sea mollusks that are cephalopods and have 8 short arms and 2 usually longer tentacles, a long thin body with a fin on each side, and a slender internal shell. Wow, I didn't know all of that. That is a lot. That is a squid, and it has a lot of things to help it survive and live in the oceans, boys and girls. Let's say that word together. Squid. Boys and girls, what do you see in the center of that picture? That's called a starfish or sea star. What is a starfish? It's a predatory star-shaped echinoderm that crawl on tiny tubed feet. That's right, that is a starfish. Would you like to touch a starfish? I have touched one. Starfish. Starfish. Ooh, boys and girls, if you were a mermaid, it's possible that you would see a swordfish. Swordfish. It's a large migratory fish with a sword-like snout. Do you see the snout? It's long. It's like a sword. Say this with me. Swordfish. Boys and girls, can you imagine an animal living for hundreds of years? Well, it's hard to imagine, but a sea turtle can live for hundreds of years. There are different kinds of turtles. 7 species of turtles that have flippers for limbs, and they may live for hundreds of years. That's right. That is Teresa the turtle. Say hello. Turtle. Turtle. Here's another fascinating sea animal, boys and girls. It's called an urchin. Sometimes we'll say sea urchin. It's an echinoderm, often with a spherical body covered with long spines. Look at those sea urchins. Say this with me. Urchin. Sea urchin. Boys and girls, meet Wally the walrus. What is a walrus? It's a large Arctic marine mammal with long tusks and whiskers. Walrus. Let's say this together. Walrus. Boys and girls, look at the beautiful bright fish on your screen. What are they called? Yellow tang. Now there are different fish in the tang family. This one is yellow, so it's called yellow tang. There's also a blue tang. Let's say the term together. Yellow tang. What is it? A bright, small bright yellow fish of Indo-Pacific reefs, popular in saltwater aquariums. Boys and girls, I think you're learning a lot. Yellow tang. Boys and girls, thank you for learning with Avant-Garde Books. You did a great job. I'm very proud of you, and don't forget that your learning potential is limitless. What did you learn about the amazing animals that live in the ocean? I know that you learned a lot. So now I'd like for you to share what you've learned with a family member, friend, or classmate, or just anyone. Well, boys and girls, continue to learn, continue to grow, continue to inspire. Thank you again for tuning in. Goodbye.